So for people who are flummoxed at the resilience in the face, to your point, of all of these uncertainties, all you have to do is look under the surface of the index level changes, and you do see a reflection in terms of market behavior, where leadership has resided, where it hasn't. The average member maximum drawdown again of negative 40% in the case of the Nasdaq, and that is where I think you have seen this greater connectivity to all of these macro uncertainties. You just don't notice it if you're only looking at the index level changes because they have been flattered until recently by the mega cap names. The other interesting thing that I find anecdotally when talking to many of our investors is there's some conflating that has been done on whether it's the Magnificent Seven or the largest 10 stocks, whatever subset you want to look at in terms of leadership, as if the only way to have done well in the market this year was to be in those names. Well, if you're an institution and you're benchmarked to these cap weighted indexes, yes, you need to be in those names, but it's really the multiplier of their cap that has meant they're the biggest contributors to S&P performance or to Nasdaq performance. They're not the best performing stocks in either of those indexes. Only one of the Magnificent Seven is in the top 10 list of best performers year to date for the S&P. None of them are in the top 10 for best performers in the Nasdaq. In the case of the Nasdaq, none of the best 10 performers are even household names. They're all kind of mid-cap, somewhat unknown names. In the case of the S&P 500, 2 of the 10 best performing stocks are utility stocks. You got a healthcare stock in there. GE is on the list. So I think there's this misperception that for individual investors that they're not mutual funds, they're not benchmarked to the S&P, that the only way to have found good stocks or to have some decent performance is to only be in those names. That's actually not the case. There have been plenty of opportunities.
Opportunity investors can discover more hidden gems and quality stocks poised for a rebound, making it easier to earn substantial returns. We've created a WhatsApp community for investors and followers where I share daily market analysis and weekly stock picks for free. The good news is you can join at no cost, and there's no need to provide any information within the community. You'll receive free recommendations for 3 high-growth stocks each week, along with daily market reports and exclusive trading insights. Just click the link in the video description to add our investment assistant and send a message saying, "I want to know about the 3 stocks set to soar," and the assistant will reply with the stock information.